I am replacing the heating cooling blower motor in my Mercedes E500. It's a 2005, and this blower motor is the same for a lot of years. W211 and CLS 500s and other classes of Mercedes. This fan blower motor is the same, but if you turn on your air and you get this, and my car is on, the key is on, so your blower motor should work even if the engine not turned over. You should be hearing they blow out of these vents. But this is what I was getting. I was getting dead silence. I figured it was my blower motor, and there are videos on how to replace the blower motor, and I actually went to one of those just to learn where the blower motor was at and replace it. Although I've been up under this dash several times, but I don't remember what the fuck is under there when I'm under there for one thing or another. What I'm making this video for is there's a resistor connected to the fan blower motor, and this is how you can essentially test if the blower motor is the issue. This is the new blower motor, and when I pulled out the old one, it was just dead. This is not connected, but when I pulled it out, before I pulled it out, it wasn't working. So I pulled it out. Here's the new one. Here's the resistor, which you have to connect back to the blower motor, which was 2 screws. Easiest video on that. I'm not making that video for this. But this is how you test if it's the blower motor or the resistor that needs to be replaced. This is the existing resistor, and I'm not replacing it because I didn't want to buy it. I just wanted to start with the motor, which was $50 off of eBay. And it goes up under the passenger dash, up under here, and I'm not going to get into all of that because that's not what this video for. But the blower motor has a power that goes to the resistor. So you connect that, and all of this is self-explanatory when you look at these parts, so I'm not going to be making a perfect video. But you connect that to the resistor. So there's the new motor on the resistor, which you don't know if the resistor is good or bad because you're not getting nothing out of your blower motor when you turn it on. And make sure this is off. I had this on to show y'all, but do not do this starting with that on. You're going to turn it on. Turn this down. Turn that off. So connect the new fan to the resistor, and then connect the power to the whole unit to the resistor, because the power has to go through the resistor first and then through the resistor to the fan. So plug this in to the fan, and those are my speaker wires that are in the way, so your car not gonna have that because I got aftermarket music, and that's where my Music Man routed the wires. But there you go. So you see, blower motor plug to resistor and power to resistor. Now I'm gonna turn on my power, and I'm not gonna have the fan on the power when I turn it on, but that's where my power is at. I'm gonna turn it on, and my fan blows. So since my resistor is existing, but my old fan would not work when I hit that power button up there, but the new fan does. That's how I know it's the fan and not the resistor. Now, if you do this, I got to put all of this back. I got to connect the resistor back to the fan and put it all back up here. But when you do this, if that doesn't happen with the fan, then the only thing you can question is the resistor is bad. So then replace the resistor. And y'all pretty much just seen how you do that because the resistor was separate from the fan when I started this video. So you take the resistor off of the fan, and then you replace it and put the new resistor back on the fan if it's a resistor, and vice versa if it's the fan. You replace the fan and put the resistor back on the fan. So this is just helpful information for whoever wants to test the resistor if you buy the new blower motor and you don't test the resistor without a motor. Because I don't know how to test the resistor without a motor. I can find out, but the motor was $50. So I said, fuck it. I'm just going to buy the $50 motor because it's hot outside and get some AC blowing through my car for $50 or not. And if it was the resistor is $30 to $40 online. So I was going to buy the resistor if it wasn't the fan and just put both of them in when the resistor came, and both of them would have been new, even if it was only the resistor that was a problem. So